So let's start our revision today, revision class. Write on the questions, some probable questions, which is very important of this chapter, of chapter 1 and chapter 5 that we are going to discuss today. Why ice at 273 Kelvin more effective in cooling than water at the same temperature? Do you know the answer for this question? Why ice at 273 Kelvin is more effective in cooling than water at the same temperature? Ice at 273 Kelvin is present in the form of solid. So when it is present in the form of solid, so it is going to change in the form of what? It will change in the form of liquid. When you will keep it on the palm or in any other surrounding, it will take the heat from the surrounding and it's going to melt. And for melting, it requires temperature, and that temperature will be taken from where? Taken from the surrounding. So here what is happening? Latent heat of fusion is taking place, and that is why it is causing what? A cooling effect. So now how you are going to write the answer? You are going to write that for each kg of ice required 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule of energy to change into or to convert into liquid state. But at that temperature, liquid is going to remain in the liquid form and it's not going to change into any other state. So it is not going to cause any cooling effect. Clear to everyone? Can you unmute yourself? Hello? Next question is, why steam causes more severe burn than boiling water? So we know that steam is having what? Latent heat of vaporization in them. Steam is having latent heat of vaporization in them. So when it is going to condense, it is going to release that amount of energy. And when that amount of energy will be released, it is a kind of exothermic process. And exothermic process also always gives what? It always gives a heating effect. Okay. So you will write the answer that steam causes more severe burn because it is having latent heat of vaporization, which is released and which condenses, and when it condenses, it releases that amount of heat, and so it gives more severe burn in comparison to that of a boiling water. Please. Next question, which is important from your blueprint, there was one question that solids have solid ice, water in the form of solid, have more density than water. Why ice floats? Why ice floats in water? There was one question like that. Why ice float in water? So why ice float in water? Anyone? Why ice float in water? Can anyone tell me the answer? Anshika? Why ice float in water? You know that ice have lesser density than water. And why it has having a lesser density? What is the formula of density? Mass per unit volume. क्या formula है? Mass per unit volume. So for the same mass, volume increases. For the same mass, if the volume is going to increase, formula is like this. तो formula जो है इस तरह का है. density is equal to mass by volume. So density or mass का relation is inverse relation. So for the same mass, if the volume is increasing, so density is going to decrease. When the volume increases, what happens? Density decreases. And when density is going to decrease, then ice is going to float in water. Because it gets a cage-like arrangement, hollow cage-like arrangement where air spaces are present. And due to the presence of air spaces, ice floats in the water. One more question is there in page number 10. All of you take out page number 10. See your book, page number 10. There is one question. Why does a desert cooler cools better on a hot, dry day? Why does a desert cooler cools better on a hot, dry day? What happens in a hot, dry day? Two conditions which is important.
Ma'am, because of
Huh?
high temperature and low humidity.
Low humidity. So in your answer, you are only going to write high temperature and low humidity is the reason for cooling of a desert cooler. Okay. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो दिया हुआ है उसमें दिया हुआ है व्हाई डज एन अर्थन पॉट cools bed? What is the question? Anyone can tell me? Can tell me anyone that question? How does water kept in an earthen pot becomes cool? So how does the water become cool? See, this matka is having what? Pores, छोटा छोटा छेद होता है, and water is present inside the matka also. These water come outside the matka. ठीक है, anyhow they come out of the matka and they take the temperature of this matka and also the temperature of the water inside the matka, and what happens? They evaporate. And we always know that evaporation is going to give what? क्या देगा ये? एक cooling effect मिलेगा. What effect we will get? We get a cooling effect. Why? Because evaporation is which kind of process? It is endothermic process. क्या है ये? Endothermic process है. और in endothermic process, what is always happening? What is happening in endothermic process? क्या होता है endothermic process में? Anyone? Heat is always absorbed. क्या होगा यहाँ पर? एनर्जी का एब्जॉर्प्शन होगा. फ्रॉम वेयर? फ्रॉम द सराउंडिंग. So ultimate effect which is going to be given by the endothermic process is a cooling effect. Okay, ultimate effect you will get is a cooling effect. One question is there, acetone, alcohol, spirit, when kept on palm gives a cooling effect. तो क्या होगा इसका आंसर? What will be the answer? Will give a cooling effect. So how you will get a cooling effect? What kind of liquid they are? What kind of liquid they are?
Ma'am, volatile liquid.
Yes, they are volatile. Volatile liquid. Volatile means what? Low boiling point. Volatile का मतलब होता है low boiling point. So low boiling point, they will vaporize at low temperature. So when you will drop it on your palm, what is going to happen? They take the temperature of your palm and they evaporate quickly. And evaporation always give what? What? Cooling effect. Wherever there will be evaporation, what kind of effect you are going to get? You will get a cooling effect. Another question which is given in your book is that we are able to sip hot tea faster from a saucer than a cup. So this answer will be based on the principle that evaporation depends upon what? Surface area. Evaporation is directly proportional to what? Surface area. Evaporation directly depend upon surface area. So larger will be the surface area. Larger will be the surface area. Greater will be the rate of evaporation. जितना ज्यादा सरफेस एरिया होगा रेट ऑफ इवापोरेशन उतना ही ज्यादा होगा और जहां इवापोरेशन होगा वहां क्या होगा? कूलिंग. इमीडिएट इफेक्ट क्या मिलेगा? we'll get a cooling effect immediately. So that reason when we take milk in a saucer or tea in a saucer, it becomes cool very fast and we are able to sip it fastly. But for the same, if we try to drink it from a cup, we won't be able to sip properly because evaporation is taking slowly in that place. Okay? Hello? Is it okay to everybody? Next question.
Yes, ma'am.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ये सब क्वेश्चन आप जरूर पढ़ लीजिएगा. जो भी हम डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं सब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ब्लूप्रिंट और एक्सरसाइज. क्वेश्चन कहाँ से आएगा? फ्रॉम ब्लूप्रिंट एंड फ्रॉम एक्सरसाइज ओनली फॉर चैप्टर 1 एंड फ्रॉम नोवेयर एल्स. क्वेश्चन इज फॉर कन्वर्शन. कन्वर्शन से भी क्वेश्चन है. तो कन्वर्शन में तो आप जानते हैं कि डिग्री सेल्सियस में दिया हुआ है. मान लो 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस दिया हुआ है. If you have to convert it into Kelvin, then simply what you will do? Add 273 to it. You will get 273 Kelvin. अगर दिया हुआ है टेम्परेचर 373 Kelvin दिया हुआ है, you have to convert into degree Celsius. Then what you will do? You will do minus 273 and you will get what? 100 degree Celsius में convert हो जाएगा. Some questions are given related to temperature की 25 degree Celsius पे what will be the state, 100 degree Celsius पे what will be the state. All those questions are very important for 1 marks. All those are 1 marks question. And those who have not attending the class, they will suffer. Okay? So you are the lucky one. Next question. One very important, that why does the temperature remains constant? I think it is given in page number 9. All of you please see your page number 9. Book page number 9. Why does the temperature remains constant during the change of state? Can anyone answer me? Why does the temperature remain constant? Can anyone tell me why does the temperature remains constant? Yesterday I think I have discussed this. Suppose this is a solid state. Particles are arranged here. When you are going to hit it, when you will hit it, what is going to happen? The particle is going to gain what? Energy. Particles क्या करेंगे? Energy gain करेंगे. Then they will start vibrating. And after vibrating, इस तरह से वाइब्रेट होने लगा. आफ्टर वाइब्रेटिंग, पहले ये इस तरह से था पार्टिकल्स का अरेंजमेंट, अब क्या हो जाएगा? ये इस तरह का हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पर व्हाट इज क्रिएटेड? स्पेस इज क्रिएटेड. So as soon as the particle gains energy, the temperature becomes constant. Now the temperature further do not show any rise in temperature. Why? Because now the particles are gaining energy and they are trying to overcome the forces of attraction, because that energy is utilized in overcoming the forces of attraction. If they will not overcome the forces of attraction in this situation, that situation, what is going to happen? Particles are going to come closer. There will be again arrangement like this. So it will remain in the solid state, but in liquid state, the particles are what? Apart. Okay. So energy, whatever is supplied, is used in overcoming the force of attraction between these two particles, because if they will be attracted, they will again get the state of a solid. Got it clear? Then there is question from diffusion. One condition is given of hot, sizzling food. Another one is of cold food. Okay. तो इन हॉट सिजलिंग फूड डिफ्यूजन किस पे डिपेंड करता है? डिपेंड्स डायरेक्टली ऑन टेम्परेचर. डिपेंड्स डायरेक्टली ऑन टेम्परेचर. हायर विल बी द टेम्परेचर, हायर विल बी द काइनेटिक एनर्जी. जितना ज्यादा टेम्परेचर उतना ज्यादा काइनेटिक एनर्जी. एंड काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज व्हाट? द इंटरमिक्सिंग ऑफ द पार्टिकल, one particle into another particle without the help of any external agent. तो एक पार्टिकल दूसरे में क्या हो जाएगा? इंटरमिक्स हो जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अब ये हॉट सिजलिंग फूड का क्या कंडीशन है और कोल्ड फूड का क्या कंडीशन? यू कैन राइट द आंसर इन टू फॉर्म. इन हॉट सिजलिंग फूड, what is coming out? What is coming out? क्या निकलता रहता है? एरोमा. In hot sizzling food, aroma comes out. Aroma diffuses very easily with the air, because gases have high kinetic energy, and kinetic energy is very important for what? For diffusion. So in hot sizzling food, aroma comes out which is high kinetic energy, and so it diffuses very quickly. But in cold food, there is no aroma. There is no aroma. So there is no any diffusion. या फिर आप इसमें आंसर लिख सकते हैं. इसमें लिख सकते हैं कि in hot sizzling food temperature is high, so kinetic energy is high, and rate of diffusion is also what? High. काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्या हो जाएगा? हाई हो जाएगा. तो रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन क्या होगा? हाई होगा. ये शॉर्टकट आंसर भी लिख सकते हो, ये भी सही है. इन कोल्ड फूड टेम्परेचर लो, so kinetic energy low, so rate of diffusion will be less. Answer is clear to everyone? Unmute yourself and ask anything if you have any question.
मैम आप जो आंसर लिखवाई है हम लोग को कॉपी में, तो टेस्ट में जरूरी है कि वही आंसर लिखना है?
Not necessary. Okay, not necessary, but it should be correct. It should be correct. It should be to the point. If you have written something and it's not relevant, then you are not going to get the marks, because I have given you the answer for the reason that you write correct answer in your notebook. That's why I have discussed the answer. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Any other question? If anybody is having any other question, please you are free to ask. Any question? No. So prokaryotic and eukaryotic difference, at least you have to give 5 points. The first point is about their size. Prokaryotic is small in size, eukaryotic is big in size. prokaryotic do not have nuclear bonded nucleus, and eukaryotic have nuclear membrane, that is nuclear bonded nucleus. Then in prokaryotic, cell organelles do not have cell membrane, and in eukaryotic, what you will write? Eukaryotic have well bonded cell organelles. ठीक है, उसमें क्या है? Well bounded cell organelles, and in that one will not write cell membrane. Cell membrane तो होगा ही. You will write that there is the organelles are not bounded by cell membrane. Organelles are not bounded by cell membrane. And most importantly, prokaryotic is for unicellular organism, and eukaryotic is for multicellular organism. So there are number of cells in eukaryotic, but there is only one cell in prokaryotic which performs all the functions which is needed for the metabolic processes. But in case of eukaryotic, there are division of labor. Different organelles are responsible for performing different activities in the cell. In example, you can write down example of amoeba and bacteria. And in eukaryotic, human being, animals, birds, etc., they will come in this category. Let's talk about the different organelles. First of all, tell me that what is the three main important organelles which is present in all cell. Three important organelles present in all cell. Anyone? Which three organelle is present in all cell?
मैम प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन,
Yes, plasma membrane, cytoplasm and
न्यूक्लियस.
okay, this is present in all cell. So plasma membrane is being called selectively permeable membrane. Everybody knows plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane. So why is plasma membrane called a selectively permeable membrane? Everyone knows. These are the important questions. Everyone knows that why plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane. Because it allows the entry and exit of only selected materials. Only selected materials can come in or go out. But how does this exchange of material takes place? Material may be in the form of, you can say, gases. Gases में क्या हो जाएगा? CO2 हो जाएगा, O2. And it will be in the form of water. जो exchange होगा वो gases का होगा या फिर water का होगा. So how does this happen? This happens from the plasma membrane only. And this happens when the concentration is not same in the medium and the surrounding. Concentration of what? Of medium and surrounding are not same. Okay. Concentration of medium and surrounding are not same. In that situation, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Movement will take place. From where to where? Always from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. कहाँ होगा? हमेशा higher concentration से lower concentration की तरफ जाएगा. It may be from cell or from outside the cell. When it will be from the cell, then it is called what? Outside the cell. From the cell, then it is called what? Exoosmosis. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? एक्सोऑस्मोसिस। और जब इनसाइड द सेल होता है देन इट इज कॉल्ड एंडोऑस्मोसिस. Exoosmosis and endoosmosis. Exo means what? Exit. And endo means what? Entry. तो एक्सोऑस्मोसिस में सेल जो होगा वो क्या हो जाएगा? श्रिंक. एंडोऑस्मोसिस में क्या होगा? स्वेल हो जाएगा. सेल इज गोइंग टू स्वेल. So you have to remember this condition: exoosmosis and endoosmosis. In endoosmosis, it is called which kind of solution? Hypotonic or hypertonic? क्या बोलेंगे?
मैम हाइपोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन.
हाइपोटोनिक. इसको क्या बोलेंगे? हाइपोटोनिक. इसको क्या बोलेंगे? हाइपरटोनिक. And there is situation also when in from both from the medium and from the cell there will be no exchange, and that is called what? Isotonic solution. उसको हम solution को कैसा बोलेंगे? Isotonic. जहां पर भी आइसो वर्ड लिख जाए आप समझ जाना कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट? वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सेम. नो चेंज इन कंसंट्रेशन एंड देन वी आर टेलिंग इट सेम. Similarly, this was about the exchange of gases and food, but animals also do it. For example, in amoeba, amoeba के केस में क्या होता है? amoeba के केस में क्या होता है? एंडोसाइटोसिस. और फिर क्या होता है? एक्सोसाइटोसिस. एंडोसाइटोसिस एंड एक्सोसाइटोसिस. So what is this endocytosis? What is endocytosis? Anyone? Endo means what? Endo means हमेशा क्या होगा? Taking in, and cytosis means taking in of food. So amoeba engulfs the food by the process of endocytosis, and it release the undigested waste from its body through the process of exocytosis. Clear? It is given in the book also. Endocytosis and exocytosis is the process by which amoeba takes in and leave the food. If you have any queries, please ask me.